Over the past week, there's been a whopping 17 LEGO sets that have been revealed, ranging from only $15 to up to about $200. Today, I'm going to be covering every single set that has been revealed / leaked. I felt like instead of making 17 separate videos, it would just be easier to combine them into one giant video going over all of the leaked sets. Start off with the Marvel Summer sets, and these honestly just look amazing, starting with the Endgame Final Duel. I honestly think this set is a little bit overpriced, but it has a really great minifig selection as well as a very new, face piece for Thanos, which just looks really cool. And I just love all the little details, in the rubble of the Avengers compound. Overall, this is a pretty good looking set. The highlight of the summer wave for me, as well as most LEGO Marvel fans, is the Spider-Man No Way Home Statue of Liberty, dual set. Honestly, this just looks absolutely fantastic. I have an absolute crap ton of figures included in the set, including all 3 versions of Spider-Man, which, it's amazing to get all 3 of these versions in the same set like this. The worst figure for me, though, is Green Goblin, as his legs just don't have any printing. That's pretty lazy of LEGO. I'm just not a big fan of that. But there's also some other highlights, like Electro in the set, who just looks absolutely incredible. The build doesn't feel quite worth it for $110, although it does have some pretty cool Easter eggs and stuff. It just doesn't look like a $110 set to me. It feels a little bit overpriced. And again, I'm sure it costs a lot of money to make this many minifigs in the set, and overall, I just think it's an absolutely incredible set. Might end up picking this one up, and from what I've seen, people really do like this set, including myself. It looks really great. LEGO also revealed one of the weirdest LEGO Marvel sets ever with the Venomized Groot, which is just super weird. We already have a LEGO Groot back there, and it's basically the same thing, except half of it is Venomized, and you can actually make the full version Venomized. This one is $50 instead of $55 like the original Groot, which is a little bit weird, but overall, it's a pretty cool looking one for me, and it's just very weird and out of the ordinary. Nobody saw this coming at all. There was also the Advent calendar that got leaked. I don't really care too much about this, except for the Spider-Man with the Christmas sweater. That just looks awesome. There was also a $200 Captain America shield that got leaked, which I do think feels, a little bit overpriced. It also seems like the most repetitive build in the world. You build this section probably 20 to 30 times, but I think it does a really good job of capturing Captain America's shield, and overall, it's a pretty good looking set. It just feels a little bit overpriced. And editing Caleb in the future here, they also revealed a $28 Hulkbuster, which is like a junior set, and overall, this just looks absolutely horrible. It seems very overpriced, and another LEGO Hulkbuster, nobody was asking for another one. We've had enough terrible LEGO Hulkbusters lately. One thing this Marvel wave is missing, though, for me is Spider-Verse sets. There's this brand new Spider-Verse movie coming out, and there's just basically no sets, and I feel like there's just so many cool opportunities for LEGO sets that LEGO's just sort of ignoring here. No Spider-Verse sets this summer is a real shame in my opinion. LEGO Batman is also returning with a Batmobile with Batman and the Joker, a Batwing with Batman and the Joker, and another Batmobile with Batman and the Joker. So all 3 LEGO Batman sets this year have only Batman and the Joker, which feels a little bit ridiculous. We could have gotten so many other cool villains. The Batmobile is almost identical to the one that came in the Batcave Shadow Box set, which is, okay, because I really like the look of that Batmobile, and this is basically the same thing. I really do like the feature how the machine guns sort of pop out of the hood, but $48 is just absolutely ridiculous for this. The Batwing looks awesome, especially for $35. I think that's an incredible deal, and I might end up picking this set up as I just really like the look of this Batwing. It just looks absolutely incredible to me. Then we have the Juniors Batmobile for $28, which is absolutely insane. You look at other $28 Junior sets, and this just does not stack up at all. It doesn't look good as it's a Junior set, but this insane price is just absolutely ridiculous. This is just a terrible set.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way.
We also did get a couple Harry Potter leaks, including the Hogwarts Castle, which will retail for $170. This is pretty confusing to me, as we already have a giant, micro-scale Hogwarts. This one's just a lot cheaper, so I guess it's like a cheaper alternative. You know me, I love micro-scale LEGO sets, and this one does not disappoint. It reminds me of an architecture set with the black border, and I love the water and sort of the depth they were able to include with that. And it seems like you even get a tiny bit of interior space, which is just really cool. Editing Caleb again here, the set also has a golden Dumbledore minifig, which just looks absolutely phenomenal. I love it when LEGO just makes a minifig entirely one color. It's just super appealing to me, and this does not disappoint. Just an entirely golden minifigure looks amazing. Overall, it's just an amazing looking one. I'm not really into Harry Potter, but this is just a great looking Hogwarts model. I have very mixed emotions on the Star Wars sets this year, especially for the summer. Getting Yoda's Starfighter for $35, which I think is, super overpriced, and it looks almost exactly like the one that came out 5 years ago, so I'm not really sure what LEGO was thinking with this one. We also did get another Advent calendar, and again, I don't really care about advent calendars, but what I do really like is the Palpatine with the Christmas setter. I mean, that's just a really, really cool little inclusion. But we're also getting this clone battle pack for $20. Some people thought it was $27, but it seems like it's going to be $20 here. I think the speeder build looks just a little bit small. I'm not the biggest fan of how the speeder looks, but the low point of this set for me is the minifigures. I honestly think the minifigures in this set look absolutely terrible. They have this giant sort of like unibrow print on the top of their helmet, which just does not look good like at all. I have seen different sources saying different things. Like in some photos it looks like that unibrow's there, and some other photos it just looks normal, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. Overall, I'm not a big fan of this battle pack. Definitely not going to be picking it up, especially if it ends up being $27. I mean, compared to other battle packs, if this is actually $27, it's just absolutely absurd. Highlight for me though is the Yavin 4 base, which just looks absolutely incredible. This will be retailing for $170, which feels like a little bit steep. I really do like the sort of scaled down Y-wing that was included with the set. I just think it's probably the highlight of the set for me. I think that looks absolutely incredible, and you do have a fair amount of interior space with a lot of different control panels. There's also the room where all of the X-Wing pilots sort of get trained on how to fly those, which is pretty cool, and it even has like a little award ceremony in the top of the section, which just looks absolutely incredible. I don't think I'll end up picking up this set as it just seems slightly overpriced, and it's not really my cup of tea, but overall I do think it's an amazing, amazing looking set. To round off this video, we have to talk about something that I never really thought I'd talk about on this channel, which is LEGO Friends. The LEGO Friends is on fire right now. There's a leaked catalog with a few LEGO Friends sets, and the highlight for me being the Ski Lodge at $80, which honestly just looks like really cool. Like, I don't know, it just looks really, really nice. And they've had plenty of other amazing sets this year, with a highlight for me being the sort of like botanical garden set, which I actually saw in stores the other day. I mean, this just looks like really, really good. Like, it looks like a good LEGO set. Obviously not going to buy any Friends sets, as I'm just not into this sort of mini doll style. It is just not exactly aimed toward my style of collecting, but overall, I honestly think LEGO Friends is on fire right now. I mean, they're just releasing a bunch of really, really cool looking sets. There you go, guys. Those are all of the LEGO set photos that have been leaked in the past week. There's been so many sets this week. I mean, it's just been a crazy week for LEGO. Let me know one of these sets is your favorite in the comment section below. The Super Production style for now. Make sure to like and subscribe if you'd like to stay updated with my latest content here. The last couple episodes of my Building Crate series will be out in a few days, as well as a brand new vlog, so make sure to stay tuned for that, and I will see you all later. Peace!